Well, hi everybody. I happen to be on the Pacific island of Saipan today, which is in the Commonwealth of the Northern Mariana Islands. Now that's a part of the United States. And I'm standing at a very historical spot. It's called Banzai Cliff. And I'll give a short explanation of what this is. It has to do with World War II. During World War II, the Japanese controlled Saipan until the Americans came in 1944, the Battle of Saipan, and retook the island. Now, at the very end of the battle, when the remaining Japanese forces were driven up to the north end of Saipan, which is where we're standing right now, a great number of the surviving soldiers and civilians jumped off of the cliffs in this area and also in another area that we're also going to visit. So the number of people who jumped, nobody really knows, but the estimates are anywhere from a few hundred to into the thousands. Nobody will ever really know the number. But this is it. It's Banzai Cliff. There are a number of memorials here, mainly erected by the Japanese. There are other types of memorials also. I'm going to try to show you as many as I can. At the end of the Battle of Saipan, the remaining Japanese did not want to be taken prisoner, and they jumped off these cliffs to their death. Okay, as I mentioned, there are some other memorials. They're a short distance from Banzai Cliff, but they are all World War II type memorials. This is called the Korean Memorial. This is the Okinawa Peace Memorial. This is another Japanese memorial This commemorates the visit of the Emperor and Empress of Japan to this spot in 2005. Finally, we have the last Japanese command post. The last commanders either died in battle, they committed suicide at this post, or they jumped off the cliff. A very few survived, not many. Okay, I mentioned there was another spot where the Japanese jumped from at the end of the Battle of Saipan. It's this spot right here. It's known as Suicide Cliff. It's not on the water, it's inland, but you can go up to the top there and take a look, and we're going to do that right now. Okay, Suicide Cliff. This is another area where Japanese soldiers jumped to their death at the conclusion of the Battle of Saipan. Not as many jumped from this cliff as the Banzai Cliff, and there's not as much to see up here, but you do get some good views down to the sea. There are also some Japanese memorials here. Not nearly as many as on Banzai Cliff, and they're not really very well maintained either. Suicide Cliff. This is the best view of the cliff, just off to the left. You can't really see straight down, but what you can see is, if I magnify a little bit here, you can see the area down by Banzai Cliff. Now this right here in the center, this is a U.S. military cemetery. I didn't film here because it's not a World War II cemetery. It's much later. It was established about 25 years ago, and it contains graves of those who died in the last, I would say, quarter century. Now, swing to the right a little bit. Down here, this is Banzai Cliff. I'm not going to magnify any further because the resolution won't be that great, but you can see some of the Japanese memorials down there at Banzai Cliff. Okay, going to go back to single magnification, and I'm going to say this wraps up this portion of the video, everything here on Saipan that I wanted to show you. However, there's another island right next to Saipan. It's called Tinian Island. There was also a battle on Tinian Island similar to Saipan, and there's also a Banzai Cliff on Tinian Island. So I'm going to head over there, and we're going to look at the Banzai Cliff on Tinian Island, and then we're going to wrap this video up. Okay, today I am on Tinian Island, as I mentioned, the other Northern Mariana Island that has a Banzai Cliff. We're going to check it out right here. Apparently this area right in the front was where they jumped, but there are quite a few cliffs all around here. You never know where destiny will take you.